Hey travelers, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in yours, and that's usually my ending line, but I've been having a pretty good day today. I had a cat emergency that was really scary, and his name is Radcliffe, and he is Tony's cat, but he's ours too. He's a family cat. Like, we raised him from a kitten, and he had a really bad injury happen, and he's recovering now. So yeah, he's with me and recovering, and my family members with me too now, due to a fire up at their place. But anyway, we're back for finishing this build. I'm gonna try and get this finished today, but it's a lot of rooms. It's a very big house. Okay, so let's keep that in mind while we make these kinds of efforts. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is sort by the kits that we need to use. And then I think we'll try and get this half of the house done first, perhaps. Okay, and then when this house is done, next week we're going to get stuck into the new pack, and I'm looking forward to it. And one of the things I'm going to add to this build, and probably also to this one over here in edits, is the little fairy house, just in case. It'll be the only item from that pack, and if you don't have that pack, you can just download the house anyway, and that one item won't be there. That's basically how it'll work. But I think with this house and with this one over here, it makes sense to have the little fairy house added in when I can. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so for now, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the, foyer room. Alright, so we need wallpaper, and we need to limit it by the kits, because we're using base game, and then we're using all the kits that I have not yet used. I think we're going to go all the way up to Storybook, because even though I've used that one, I don't want to miss out on decorating the kids' room with things that make sense for that. Okay, so in terms of wallpapers, we have limited options because it seems like we don't have many in terms of the kits. So let's go. We don't have any wallpaper options, or sorry, we don't have any paint. We have this one wallpaper and this one from the Storybook one. I think this would look really good in the office, which is over here. This is an office that I think if we can, yeah, I think this will look good in the office over here. And then let's go ahead and see what else we might have. We have one tile wall. That's cool. All right, so then is there a swatch that matches this floor? The green one. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. That's the laundry room, and then that means this swatch must match this floor. Yay, okay. And then I want to go ahead and fill in, I think, these other bathrooms with wallpaper, so we can go ahead and do dark blue for that one. And we can do black for that one, and this color for that one, and the pink swatch for this one. There we go. That's all the bathrooms done, which is nice. And then I think we can also, do we have anything else? Like the paneling would also work for the conservatory. The wallpaper, this one, and I think the light wood swatch makes sense for the conservatory. Cool. And then seeing if we have anything else, which I don't think we do at all. Yeah, we have this one, obviously, but we're not using that anywhere outside of the garage. Oh, we got the glass walls. Okay, so now that we have the glass walls, which were a base game update, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and remove these windows and see about putting the glass walls in to the conservatory. Cool. All right, well, we've now played around with the glass walls. I'm sure that you all were like, that's so interesting. Okay, so we need wallpaper. We still need wallpaper. So we're going to be stuck with base game because there's almost nothing from these kits at all that are wallpaper related. But that's okay. Bathrooms are done, laundry room's done, garage is done in terms of wallpaper. So we need a hallway one. So we're going to go ahead and see what our options are. I think I'm going to go with like basic brown for the hallways. And the closets, which there aren't that many of. Hallway, outside room, cool, basic brown. All right, and then this is the kitchen, and I'm gonna go ahead and hold Alt and move these windows. Just a little. They're a little bit weird. Okay. So I definitely want to see if we can put a stone in here. But not this one because I think that's a lot. That's enough. Like we've got enough. Maybe like this one with the pattern. Why don't we go ahead and get our counters first, because that kind of helps determine what we've got to work with. Oh, we don't have any new counters for the clutter? That seems so weird. There aren't counters. Okay, well let's go ahead and use these base game ones, and I guess let's go with blue. All right, and then wall lights, we have these really interesting ones, which are like orb lights. And I think they'll look good above the doors. Let's go for a stove and a refrigerator. We're gonna definitely do, I think we'll do the magnet fridge. I kinda like it. There are some swatches that are just totally covered in photos. But there are also some that aren't. Okay, I definitely don't want that one. I kind of love this one with the rainbow on it. And the avocado. Okay. Pull that over here. And then we need a stove. And there's the salvaged one, which is like a weird shape. Like it has, you know, they have to fix it and it doesn't fit. Like it's really strange. So we'll just go with this one. There we go. And then I also want some appliances, not my custom ones, obviously. These are custom things. And then like over here, we could totally do the Okay, and then this one's meant to be a laundry room, but I just realized that the laundry stuff pack is not one of the things that I have given myself the option to use. So we will probably leave this room empty, like we'll probably have to. But in the meantime, we are going to do this bathroom and the kitchen. We used all of the restoration workshop, so we can unclick that one. We used everything in this room. And then I put in some base game workout equipment too. Oh, and then I need a sink. This one's casual kitchen clutter, which seems cool to me, so we'll put that one there. And I think we'll put another sink right there. Cool. And then we do have clutter, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna deselect base game though. We're also gonna get rid of some of the ones that we're not gonna use in this room, so that we just have kitchen and cozy kitchen, which I think is important. So we really just are going to clutter up and use all the clutter available to us. Yeah, there's a rug for the living room, but I think one of its swatches would look really well with the dining room table, so let's go ahead and do that. We still need a wallpaper in here though, so let's figure that out. Okay, it's definitely going to be this one. I don't put all the chairs out the way other people do too. And then let's go ahead and see if there's a hutch. Can put this fake fireplace in here if we want, which I don't even know how that would work. Like, I don't understand why this is even a thing. It's so ugly. Fake fireplace. Who knows? Okay, so I definitely want to grab this, and I guess we can grab this weird guy maybe, just for fun. All right, and then we do need a rug though. All right, and then I don't think we have bar stools exactly, so we'll just use these. We're only going to put one. Cool. And then the only other thing we want to do is we maybe want to put up some art. That's done. Like, at least that room is finished. Okay, so then we do need a wallpaper for the living room and for the piano room. So with the piano room, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Oh, it got rid of my glass walls. Good to know. Because the glass walls are a wallpaper rather than being an actual wall. Okay, so it's best to wallpaper first and then glass wall things. Because they are not a wall exactly, they are kind of more like a wallpaper application. Okay, that's good to know. That's where the piano is going to go. So then in the other living room, I feel like it could be like a nice dark color for TV watching and things. And then let's go ahead and give the other room some wallpaper. Okay, those are those 2 bathrooms done as far as I'm concerned. That used all of the bathroom stuff. So let's go ahead and do some more stuff with this office. So that room is done too, which is good. I definitely think we're gonna have to separate this into 2 videos and we do the upper floor after I finish this one because we still have quite a few rooms to fill in. But yeah, so that's the comfy, gamer, cozy, whatever that's called, that's that one. In terms of all this stuff, all the clutter and everything. And honestly, there's some really cool things that came in this pack. But at the same time, they aren't things that I will regularly use. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the butler's room. So let's go ahead and get a bed. There don't seem like we got any from the actual kits I haven't used, so let's go base game. Let's give the butler a really good bed. We're also going to give them a mini fridge because there's this new one. And I think we'll give them their own coffee. We'll give them like a little kitchen area. Okay, and then that's the butler's room. I did forget that we need an indoor trash can, so we'll go ahead and put one. And then we'll also put another one just like right outside the butler's room. Okay. And then this is gonna be the conservatory, so we're gonna have plants and seating and nothing else in here. Plants and seating. And then we need some sort of plants and art and stuff in this area. And we need a foyer and this little bathroom. And we need our 2 living rooms. So the thing we are gonna do in terms of this is I want a piano in this room. And then I want a big rug. And then I think maybe even some sculptures would be good. If we have any that are new, and we don't. I'm gonna remove it from base game and see what we actually have. Weird ancient bust. We'll put some tables out. There's this vase. And a vintage jewelry box. We don't need that in here. An off-the-grid calculator. Okay, can that go in the office? Yeah, that's funny. And then some random sim photos. Okay, so we definitely need some surfaces, which is fine. Surfaces. Let's go ahead and take this one and put these photos all on it. And then we can have this one over here too. And then we'll just put some seating in this other corner. And then we need lighting. I do feel like the storybook one, the pink one, would look best in this room. And I kind of want to see if I can like make an art installation with the lamps like that. Okay, cool. And then we just need some seating. And then we'll do one more surface, and it's like a side table. Let's see if we have any other lighting to use. Like lamps, we have candles, that's cool. We have this weird lamp, but we even have this one from the nursery, which I actually will use because I kind of like it over there. And we have another candle. Cool. Alright, and then that's that room done, because that's all I wanted in that room. And so then this one is definitely like rug first. Maybe we'll play with this one. And then we need sofas and chairs and things. Couple of little poof things. Here's this sofa. Here's this like lounging one. Kind of like that one better. We need a coffee table. I sort of love this one, but I think it's too big. No, it's fine. We just want to shuffle things back a little. And then let's get some other lighting. Let's see if we have anything we haven't used. We have this one, and we also have this one, which is cool. And then go ahead and use this swatch for that one. Actually, no, let's go ahead and use this one in the rose gold swatch. There we go. And also, I think there isn't any light in this room. Okay, cool. And then with this one, that's pretty much it, except for the fact that I did want curtains, and I also want a dance floor. And then I want a dance floor. I don't see any. Here we go, here's one. That's way too big. Maybe we could shrink it and fit it in that way, yeah. It's gonna have to be what it is. Oh, and then I actually want one more like surface thing over here, just so that I can put in this. Actually, it'll fit on the coffee table, so I don't need this. And I can take this plant and put this plant in the corner. Let's go ahead and see if there are any other plants that we're missing. Removing base game. Okay. Alright, so we just have a bathroom and this foyer and this area. I'm gonna go ahead and put some chairs around this card table just for fun, which is so funny to me anyway. It's probably not funny, but it's funny to me. Maybe we should put this in the conservatory, which kind of reminds me of Charmed, which was a show I loved, in case you wondered. And we're also going to put this lounger in the conservatory. I'm gonna put this couch, the really fuzzy one looking, in the foyer. Somewhere to sit and put on your shoes. And then let's go ahead and see what else we've got for tables. Do we have anything that kind of makes sense? Ooh, the Zenith wall unit. Don't know what that is exactly, but fine. And then we have a wall shelf for a nursery and some other nursery items. And we have some of these weird pillar things, which are clearly for art. I'm just gonna put some around and then find some art to put on them. And then I want to add the base game back and see if there's anything that I need or want. I'm just going to imply laundry in this room because I totally forgot about having actual laundry. That I couldn't have actual laundry because it wasn't part of the plan. Kit-wise, I mean. And then I'm gonna do this rug. Sized up. Okay, and then with this one I think that the rest of it's kind of lost cause. Okay. Because this is supposed to be a laundry room and we just don't have access to laundry right now. I mean, I could put it in, but then I'd be violating my own rule. Alright, and then I feel like I need to use these ones more, so let's go ahead and put a rug right here and a series of weirdly colored bowls just for fun, and some weird magazines, photos. Okay. Maybe a couple of rugs. I don't know. Like, this is definitely not, like, simple. Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in the base game again and see what else we can put around that's, like, clutter. Aside from the fact that I still need to do the conservatory bunches of plants is basically what I intend on doing with that. I'm gonna put move objects on for the bunches of plants though. Okay, and then maybe we can put some plants in this little foyer too, just to like brighten the space. All right, so I'm gonna just like put some plants out, I think. I do want the like the shoe rack thing if I can find it. Yes, I've done most of the events and I intend on doing the current event, but not yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put this wine out. These are bougie people, let's remember that. Their house is huge. Shoe rack. And clutter. Here we go. Just to imply that that's what you're gonna do with that is your shoes. Okay, and then I think maybe this plant could fit here. Yeah, it could, but I don't really want it to. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this into the living room. And then I think we can go ahead and put one other like clutter bit here. I definitely like a surface that we can put stuff on. But like a somewhat fancy one, maybe this one. There you go. Just brighten up that space a little bit, because without it, it's just kind of dull. Okay. Alright, move objects is on now so that I can just extra clutter up plants. Good, cool, and I definitely enjoy that, so let's go ahead and put one more plant on this side. I'm gonna like shove it into the wall a little bit though, just so it's not in the way of that doorway. And then we definitely also need some plants in this room. All right, and then we definitely want this conservatory, so we're gonna go ahead and get a couple of surfaces. Not like overly elaborate, just a couple of places to put plants. Okay, and that's the conservatory done too, which means the bottom floor is finished. So in the next episode, the final episode, we will go ahead and do the top floor, which will probably take a little less time because it's mostly bedrooms and bathrooms. But anyway, yeah, so the only other thing I want to go ahead and do is put in a couple of counters, yeah, right here, just to imply laundry, since I don't have access to that pack right now based on my own rules. Okay, and then the only other thing too is I want to make sure that every one of these rooms has enough lighting. Yeah, good, they look good. Let's move that one over and move that one up. Cute kitchen. All right, cool. That is the bottom floor. We'll have one other video in this series with this big house, and then we'll be done. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, travelers. I hope you have a great day wherever you're at in yours. Please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, share the video with your family, friends, and followers, and also additionally to that, make sure you subscribe if you are not. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.